Hey guys, Star Wars fans, we're back with another video, and today I'm going to be continuing my Christopher Nolan review series with Interstellar. So without further ado, let's start the review. So Interstellar, the 2014 film directed by Christopher Nolan, and it stars Matthew McConaughey, Anne Hathaway, Jessica Chastain, Bill Irwin, Ellen Burstyn, and Michael Caine. And what the movie's about is Earth is dying, and there's this mission to find a new habitable planet, and a group of astronauts led by Cooper, who is played by Matthew McConaughey, go out on this mission to find this new planet. And they do find one planet, but in that planet, for every hour that passes, 7 years pass. Now, Christopher Nolan's works I love. Dark Knight trilogy, Inception, all A+ for me. And my Dunkirk, you're gonna see that review sooner or later on this channel. And you'll be able to see what I thought about that. So, what I think of Interstellar, aside from Dunkirk, I'm not going to tell you my opinion on that yet. But, unfortunately, Interstellar, I have to say, is my least favorite, at least from what I've seen, because I haven't seen Prestige, Insomnia, Following, or Memento. It's my least favorite Christopher Nolan directed movie. However, I still love this movie. Now, this is something that it's not really the first thing I praise in any of my reviews, but I'll make an exception for Interstellar. The score, Hans Zimmer, is a really good composer, even though what I'm trying to say is, even though the other Nolan movies, Inception and Dark Knight trilogy, and I'll just say it now, Dunkirk, I still did think those scores were more memorable. Well, maybe not Dunkirk, I haven't decided yet. Were more memorable than this score, but this score was a great score. I really dug this one. Also, the acting in this movie is phenomenal, especially from Matthew McConaughey, and the characters that go along with these actors are also great. And I really like their motivation and also the chemistry between the characters, especially between Cooper and Murph. I thought that was really good in the movie. And also, how could I not mention Christopher Nolan's direction in this movie? Christopher Nolan is a director that cares about his movies, and he is passionate about them too. Despite the fact that he never went to film school, he is probably one of the greatest directors working today, and I think he should keep up his work. I hear he's possibly doing a Bond film if it needs reinvention. Spectre I really did like, but you could reinvent something after Spectre. There's a new one coming in 2019. I think he'd be the right one for the job. Also, the story and the screenplay, for the most part, I really loved. This movie did have some great writing, and those writers, I think, did a great job, and I think they should do more stuff like this, because this was a well-written movie, and I honestly really dug that factor of the movie. However, as unfortunate as it does seem, the movie does have a few issues. For example, Christopher Nolan movies, I've never complained about this in a Christopher Nolan movie until now. This movie is 2 hours and 48 minutes, and the pacing is not that great, which is not normal for a Chris Nolan movie, because The Dark Knight, in my opinion, is one of the fastest paced movie of all time. Screwing up today, I had a blooper before, when I couldn't say unfortunate. But yeah, this aspect of the film I did not like, and I really wish the story would have been fast-paced, and I think I might know why. Now, if you remember earlier in this review, I talked about how I liked the story for the most part, emphasis on the most part, because the last 50 minutes didn't really feel like something Christopher Nolan would do. Because Christopher Nolan usually makes perfect movies. All the ones I've reviewed so far, A-plus movies. And this one is not an A-plus movie, because A-plus movies don't have flaws. But, yeah, the last 50 minutes weren't really that good, and, like, with the Matthew McConaughey being the Ghost the Old Time, that actually didn't really make any sense to me whatsoever. Like, I know I'm not the only one that was confused by the ending, but this didn't really make sense to me, and I might not make, leave in the comments explain to me, like, what that scene meant. But guys, go see Interstellar. It is a really good movie. Yes, it does have some flaws within the last 50 minutes, and also the pacing isn't really that great, but still, it is a really good movie, so I'm going to give Interstellar an A-. Guys, thank you all so much for watching my review of Interstellar. I will have my review for Dunkirk coming really soon. Also expect maybe a rant on the future. I haven't seen the movie yet, but depending on what I think of the movie, maybe a rant. And also another movie review for a series that I already done. So this is Star Wars Fan 03 signing off. See y'all next time.